We can refer it on YouTube as well. Okay, so the important point is that when we are going to learn Selenium, when we are going through with the Selenium in very uh, beginning, then the main important thing is that we should be very careful about this topic. So last week I was talking about locators. So locators are basically building block in the Selenium. Without having the proper and deep knowledge about locators, you cannot move forward. So as we know that in my last session I have already discussed some locators, like I will show you the code. The I have covered three important locators. That one was the CSS selector, one was the XPath, and another one was the ID. So uh, I hope that you guys have gone through with those locators and practiced it on. Sumit has shared the assignment, and I hope that you guys have practice on. So guys, so this locator I have already told. This is done. This is done. So there is a technique when to use which locator. So guys, the important thing is that when uh, the id is present in any web element, suppose that is input text box, so you need to go through with the id, because id will be always unique in a web page. So better to refer the id. But when id is keep changing, like sometimes you will see in some scenarios, I will talk it on later on, like id will be like this: a b c 1 2 3. So this 1 2 3 part will be not constant, this will be changing. So better to refer regular expressions. So regular expression you can make it by using XPath and CSS selector. So depends on the situation, you need to refer the locator. So I hope you can relate it what I am trying to say. If I will come across any example, I will show you. But better that you should know which locator should be used in which time. So depends on situation. So if id is not constant, means id have some numeric value, then you need to refer regular expressions, and you can make regular expressions using XPath and CSS selector. Okay guys, so this is the main agenda, that when I am talking about locators, you need to refer it very carefully. So guys, am I audible properly, or I need to increase my voice? Okay, thank you. So I hope that you guys can relate what I am trying to say about locators. So guys, if you want to move to any place, you need to first, the most important thing will be address, and address works as locator in the web page. So if in let me show you a web page, so you can better understand. In this web page, this page is designed only for automation practice. So this is the check, this is the radio buttons. So this is one type of web element in a web page. So this page is this is basically when you type something like countries, so India I will type, so it will suggest. So it is suggestion type drop down box. It is a normal drop down box. It is a check box. So you need to deal with all the all kind of web elements. So this page is basically made for practice of automation. So this is to deal with the window when one new window opens in your web page. So guys, this is the very good page for automation practice. I will share the URL later on. So, and this is the text box. So guys, I am referring all my topics related to locators. So I am only telling you the text box, how to deal with the text box. Don't misjudge that this locator, this my focus is on locators. As of now my focus is on locators, so I will refer a text box for locating as a web element. And these are the web elements, a different kind of, I will tell you on my further lectures how to deal with each and every web element. So how to deal with the radio button, how to deal with the drop down box, so how to deal with checkbox, how to deal with web table. So this is the basically web table. So I will come on these topics on my further lectures, but first my agenda is that you guys should be well aware of the locators. So in my previous lecture I was talking about locators, so I have covered these three locators. Now let me open another example in a web page. So I will come on next locator. So I have copy pasted that URL here. So this is the text box. Now I will inspect this text box. You can guys, you can see that in this web page there are many text box. This is one, this is the one, this is the one. How will your Selenium code will know that this is the text box that I am referring to? So that will be done using uh, locators. So locators will tell that you have to refer this text box. Okay guys, so let me inspect that web element. I will right click on it in this text box, right click on it, inspect element. I will zoom it so that you can see screen. Let me check that it is getting recorded. Okay guys, so this is my text box. So when I will click on this, input type is equal to text, class is equal to form control, and placeholder is equal to enter value. Don't refer this because sometimes there are many type of uh, similar value will be put it on, so don't refer when we are going through with uh, XPath. Guys, I am trying that I will be on YouTube live, so that this type of disturbances will not be in further. So I was doing this. So I will do it using ID locator, but you can see over here that ID is equal to sum1. Okay guys, maybe this ID will be constant, but all the times ID will not be constant. Let me refresh it. This will be constant because this ID will be always constant, because here we are summing two values, and first first sum is a sum1 and second will be sum2. So let me refer facebook.com. If I will do it, facebook.com, here I will right click on the this one, and maybe here I have seen some field their ID was not constant, so here is constant, but somewhere I will show you that why. If ID has a numeric value, then you don't need to go with ID, but whenever you see on your case, then don't refer ID when ID have a numeric value. Okay, So I will show you if I will find somewhere, but let me go with my topic is that I am going with name. So in this field we don't have name, input type is equal to text. So we cannot go through with this locator because this field don't have name, so we cannot go with name. Suppose here input name is equal to value or something else, then we can go with name, but here is no name, so we cannot go with name. So here I can refer class name. Okay guys, so here I can refer class name, xpath, id. If I will have id, I don't have name, so in this field, so I will go with class name. So let me check what is the class name over here. So class name is form control. So maybe this class name is common in some other fields also. This because form control is a bootstrap class, maybe let me check this field as well. So you need to make sure, let me right click and inspect. So guys, you can see here class name is also form control, and for this field class name is also form control. So how will your Selenium code know that you have to refer this field but not this? So you need to very careful when you are using locators. So in this case, what will you do? So you need to refer id. So id will always be unique. Okay guys, so I will right click over here in this field, and I will see that someone is the id. So here I can refer the id. So guys, are you understanding what I am trying to say? What is our problem and what is our solution? Guys, comment if you okay. Okay, Chandan. Okay, so I said sometimes id will have id with sometimes id will have a numeric value with with its value. So suppose sometimes id will be like abc123. Suppose this is the id for a web element. So this will always be in the case that some part will be always common. Okay, but sometimes the thing may the situation may occur that id will not be a unique id will be I am trying to say that id will be unique always, but id will not be constant always. So unique but id will be if id is not constant, that it not means that it will not be unique in the web page. It will always be unique in the web page, but it may or may not be constant. So if it is not constant, then how your web if suppose you have put it over here, you pass the id from find element by id abc123, but when the page got refreshed and the id is abc1234, so abc234 id will be always unique in the web page, but this is not matching to your id which you passed on your code. If id is a id contains alphanumeric value, then you need to better find some other options. If the options are not available, then you can make regular expression. I will talk to that topic later on. Okay. Okay. Okay, so guys, somebody else have any doubt over on this topic what I'm trying to relate? Okay, so okay, so so I was trying to take an example to show you the name, but in this field we don't have name value. So I was trying to go with class. So but here class is also common in some fields. So in this field class is form control, and similarly in this field class is form control. So I am again on dead end. So what I should, but there will always option when you are trying to automate the things. So in this case I have option that, so in this case I have option that id is someone. I have refreshed it some 2 or 3 times, but it was not changing. I was trying to make sure that this should be constant. If this is not constant, I would be going with id, but I have another options to make regular expressions. So how to make regular expression, this topic I will talk to you tomorrow, but today's my agenda is we should learn a all type of locators. So let me do with this id. Okay guys, so I will do this id, but before that let me make another package for today, so that we can refer today code differently. Package, so package is day 2, day 3, webinar 3, so you can relate it, webinar 3, and I will make a class, new class, day webinar 3. Let me this do this. I will now I will copy the code so that we cannot write again and again same code. Actually Chandan had asked a very good question. So oh, so I will remove the comments, and now for moving to this page I need to copy this URL. Okay guys, I will copy this URL, so my Selenium will redirect to this URL. Why my code is not getting open? Okay, now what I will do, I will copy this id, so I will refer this one id driver dot oh what's that, find element by dot. Now here you have options of locators, so you can see where is your id. You need to search, either you can directly paste here. So my id is, I have copied, and this I have located this web element. So I guys, I have located this web element. Okay, but I need to send some key so that I can cross verify that this field is correctly located. So dot send keys, and oh, hanging system, send keys, and I will send 10. So guys, 10 is entered here, it means I have located correctly. Okay, so id is also completed. So name, I will try to find out some field where I will have name. Let me check this in this URL, that whether I have name, so I can uh, show you. uh, Right click, inspect. Okay, so here no, here we have name. Name is equal to enter name, so I can relate because this page is specifically designed for automation practice. So it will have a name for sure. That's why I redirected to this URL. I will show you by name. So this field I have to enter some value so that I can check whether name so you will relate it further. So this was the example for id locator. Now name locator, but this URL will be different, so I will comment this so that you guys can later on refer it. Let me copy that URL, automation practice, control C, copy, and driver dot find element by dot, oh, I was pasting URL driver dot get. First I need to go to that URL particular web page, then it will only search on that web page. Driver dot, if you find something in on wrong address, that will be a problem. That's why I have put at this URL driver dot find element by dot name. And now what was the name value? Let me copy that from here, enter name. I will copy it. So input type is equal to name dot send keys. Oh, oh, send keys, and send keys will have some name. So I will type Vandan and right click. I will run this code. Oh, let me comment this code, because if I will let me not comment this code, and let me show you what will the problem. I will not comment this code, and I will show you what error will occur, so that you can go through with the errors and you can find your solutions by your own. So it will redirect to this page and it will try to find out a web element which have id someone. That's redirected, but this code will be crashed because this code was trying to find out id with this was trying to find a web element having id someone, but in this page there is no web element which have id someone. So that's come problem. So what the problem is actually, you will see incorrect, unable to locate element someone, so no such element exception. So when this error comes, this means you are trying to locate a wrong locator. Otherwise, if whether the web page don't have the locator with the name, or the problem is that you have used a wrong locator value. Okay, so let me comment this code. Now it, if the code crash from here, the next line will not execute. That's why your execution stops here. But we have options, even the code is not work here, but we have to other options. I will show you later on. So how to move forward if one line is not working. So that's on further topics. So this is my agenda for today. Right click and Java application. So this will run fine, I hope. And what if I want to maximize this page, then what I need to do is that simply I need to make some code here. Okay, so this Vandan typed here, it means we have done things correctly. So the name locator is also completed. Yeah. Okay, so link test. So this is the very important type locator. So let me show you very famous interview question in Selenium, that you can search. If you search Selenium interview questions on Google, then every web page which comes on search result, if you will go through with that web page, this question will surely find you. This you will find this question. So this question is that uh, how many links available in this web page, in this web page. So someone is trying to join. Okay, so I will save this file so that I can refer you to you. Today is 13/2020. Okay, so let me check whether some links are available in this web page or not. I will close it. Yeah, so this is the link, this is the link, this is the link, this is the link. Okay, there are many links available in this web page, so I will show you. Okay, so this is also the link, but this link was don't have any URL, that's why when I clicked over here then has. So let me check whether this link is working. Dummy content. So this link don't have URL also. Okay, show UI. So this link have URL, so we can go with this link, just for making sure that I am covering all the locators. So I will right click here, inspect element, and ahref. This means this is the link, because anchor tag always consists of link. Okay, so this is the SOAP. How will I use this link? So link text, what it means, that links has value. What value? SOAP UI. When you click on this link, that will redirect to this URL that is on href part. Okay guys, so I will copy this. Driver dot find element by dot li, and it referred me link test, and when I will link test pass to link test here, I have located this one. Okay, so I have correctly located, but this is not part of this question which I have pasted here, that I will come on after 20 or 25 minutes, when I will complete this all the locators. So I have located this link test. I have located this link text. Okay guys, so what I need to do, I need to click on this, so that I will redirect it to the URL that this link text contains. So I will click on it. So this is the part of our link text locator example. I will right click here. Guys, very small things, like I told during in this entire sessions, you need to note those things, the how to maximize the browser. In my previous sessions I told that. Now I will see another problem that this is redirect to this. This means I have located my locator correctly. Okay guys, so link text is also covered. Tag name. So tag name locators is used you when you are trying to find the locators will having same tag name. So this is the tag name, this is the tag name, this has tag name, this has some tag name, and we know that these all links will have same tag name, and that tag name will be anchor tag and a tag. Okay guys, so how to check whether how many similar kind of stacks present in this web page? This is same question as how many links available in this web page. Okay guys, so how will we know? Suppose I try to say how many I ask you how many links available in this web page. So what will you do? There is a separate thing. Let me put my question and related to answer that. How many links available in this URL or in this web page? So we can normally go with driver dot find element. So we cannot use find, we should use find elements here. Why? Because this find elements will return number of elements present in this web page. And what I will do, let me write first code. I will write code finally by guys, I am using free version of the Google Meet, so I don't have permission that you can directly join. I need to allow one by one, so that's why I join 15 or 20 minutes before you join. So this is my request, so before time you join so that we can start simultaneously. So for future I am planning that I will be on YouTube live, so that if anybody comes, that we don't have problem for us. By dot, what I was doing is I was just trying to show you how to count number of links present in this web page. By dot tag name, and what will the tag name? Tag name will be a. You guys know what is the tag name? I told you on my previous sessions. Okay, so what is the tag name? So suppose input type is equal to text and something else after that. So input is your tag name, anchor a is equal to ahref is equal to some link, and then that is the a is the tag name. And what will happen, this will return the number of elements present, but it will not return the count. So you need to return size. So this size method only under the find elements, not in this find element. I will press my control key on my keyboard and I will click on this, then I will see that this method don't have this size. I will control F and I will try to find out sort, because javadoc has not present in my machine, so you can check on your machine. So this find element doesn't have method size, but this find elements has size method. So this size method will return the number of elements present in web page with the tag name a. So I will store in some integer value count. Okay, now I will print this count. Okay guys, so I will run it now. So it will return me number of anchor tag present in this web page. And this find elements method is very important method, and whenever we will use in future, we need to be knowledge of collection in Java. So you need to better go with the collection before I came to that topic. So it will not return me. The problem happens, I will ask you guys one, what is the problem? This is not the correct answer, this is the wrong answer. I will ask you guys why this is the wrong answer. Who unmuted? No, Chandan, this is the not the problem. So this okay. No, let me explain my question again. What I am asking you guys, I am in this web page. Okay, there I will show you this as well. So I what number of element anchor tags present in this web page is 74, but the reality is not 74, the number will be something else. So I am asking, refer this code, guys, and tell me why this answer is incorrect. Why I am trying to say that this answer is correct. The if anybody has the answer, it's including this is the half answer but incorrect answer, but you are okay. And why the broken links are there? Why do you think this? There may be broken link, that is something else path, but this is not the correct answer. Let me tell you what's the correct answer for that. Okay. Yeah, this is the correct answer. Thank you, Ramakrishna. Because uh, uh, before counting this anchor tags, we redirected to the page that we have used this code before. So we have redirected to SOAP UI page, and when it redirected to SOAP UI page, it counted the links present over the SOAP UI page, not in the URL that I was trying to explain to you. So I was trying to count the links present in this web page. So that's why our answer was incorrect. So what I will do, I will comment this code so I can count the number of links present in this web page. So it means that whatever I am going through, you guys can relate that. Thank you for the answer. And now our links present in this web page is 27. Okay guys, so link test is also covered. Sorry, tag name is also done. So class name. So very be very careful when we are using class name attribute, because class name may be same in web page. Suppose that I showed to you that form control class was similar for two web elements. Okay, so if you will use that, what will happen? Suppose what Selenium does, Selenium if same if a web page has same value, let me show you by an example. I will copy this. So these are real time problems, guys, which we face while coding. So when we face do this, we face these problems real time. So when you will come across this problem, you can understand that. So I will right click here, although I have showed it to you, but let me do it again, and I will run code using this input field has same id form class, same class form control. Okay, this input field has same class form control. Let me go down and I will right click on this input field has also same class form control. Okay guys, now I will right click and inspect this value. This also have same form control class. So if I will pass class name, I will pass it by class name, what will happen, let me show you to you. So before that, let me tell you one thing. When Selenium, I will copy this first. How Selenium locator works, this will not be a problem, this will not be a syntax error or coding error. This will run fine, this will work fine. But what will happen, Selenium scans the web page from top left to right. So this will come from here and it will try to find out the web elements, and what it will find, it will come here and it will find this first, and Selenium will understand that this is the web element that I was trying to locate using class name form control. So this will enter value here and it will work fine, but my agenda was to locate this element. So this will be not a correct case when I will locate a wrong element, but this will not be a coding error. So what we should do in that case, we should uh, be using different locators, not a class name. So where to use class name, that will come in real time and I will try on that time. But sometimes we don't have options, then we can go with class name. Okay guys, so suppose we want to find that how many elements present with this same class name in this web page. So this will be also similar kind of question, similar kind of answer. So when the designer designs the web page, so currently the websites are on the server, so they think of these things. But this is the form control class is made by using bootstrap. So bootstrap has a form control class. So you can relate what I am trying to say. So let me inspect, let me do it in same web page. I will comment this all code, later on you can refer it. Driver dot find element. I rarely use this locator class name, but this is the part of our syllabus, that's why I'm covering it. Dot send keys, and send keys is abc whatever. Right click, okay. So let me use this url first. Okay, so then only it will redirect to this. So guys, what it did, it has entered value in this field, not here. So my agenda was to enter field here, not here. But when it finds same class name, same, it Selenium thought that this was the field that I was trying to locate. So this is the problem what today I explained on some kind of web elements. Okay guys, so I hope that you guys can relate that when to use which locator. So am I clear now? Chandan, Ramakrishna, Siva Reddy. Okay, thank you guys. So uh, okay, Pratik. Okay, okay. So Pratik, find element is the method when you are trying to locate a single element. Okay, so find element don't have size method. Find elements, find element method don't have size method inside it. So you cannot use, if you want to count the number of elements present with same tag name or same class in this, with using this method. But after that you need to go with the find elements method. So find elements method, when you are trying to locate similar kind of element with same, either same class name or same tag name, or either same kind of having same kind of locator value. So better to go with find elements in that case. So the problem will come further and I will talk to these solutions. So that's why I was talking that we will need that collection topic on Java. So suppose, let me show you, I was actually trying to make a demo project for you guys. Let me show you first live.demo guru 99, so you will better relate the problem. To suppose, so this is the web page. Okay guys, so suppose these 1 2 3, these are the three products present in this web page. Okay, but product name will be same. Okay guys, I want to count how many products present in this web page, and one by one I want to retrieve the product price. So what will we do? We will use for loop. Okay, and then what will you how many times the for loop should run, the number of products present in this web page, the only that that count for loop should be run. Okay guys, so suppose I have 100 products in this web page, how I will count that? I will not go in web page and count one by one. So in that case I will use the find elements, and find elements has method size, and using that size method I will count that I have three products present in this web page. So simply I will go here and pass the locator value by dot product name and this size method. So this size method will return the number of the uh, products present in this web page. Okay guys, so this number of project present in this page is 5. So which method returned it? This method, size method return, and this size method is present only in this find elements, not in this find element. Okay guys, so I will run my loop 3 times. Okay, So there may be situations when I will be using this find elements, and there may be situations when I will be using this find element. So I hope I am clear now, Pratik. Okay. So based on this situation, we should use the element, find element or find elements, and there are some methods present on find element, and there some methods are present in find elements. Okay guys, so let me show one thing more, that when I run my all the codes, when I have step by step I have told you, and let me note it here that class name is also done. So one by one I have showed that which kind of the problem is here, is that these are the Firefox window open. So how to close this? Suppose if I am running 100 Selenium scripts and 100 browsers instantly got open. So parallel execution, these are the further topics. But when I will run this and 100 Firefox window opens, and our system may be get hanged and something else problem occurs. So for that we should be using, there are two methods to close a browser window. So first one is close, and this is also a important interview question and quit. So guys, I am covering interview questions and answers, and also the real time situations, real time problems. So I hope you guys are relating to me what I am trying to explain. This window was open. First I will close this window, I will close, so that you can better understand when I will run my code again. So all the windows are closed. So what I will do is driver dot quit. After running my code successfully, I will use driver dot close. So this will close my driver, uh, this will close my window opened after running code successfully. But how will you guys see it? So I will run it again, but this will be closed instantly. Look, I am putting cursor over here, but the page is closed. So how will you know that code works fine, that entered ABC under that field? And because that code was instantly, for that you can use thread.sleep. So that's a different topic, Selenium waits, but as of now I am using thread.sleep. So it will be stop for when add throws declaration. So it will keep hold our web page for 3 seconds. So 3000 milliseconds means 3 seconds. So you can better, after 3 seconds it will be closed. It will hold 3 seconds after running that script successfully. So after 3 seconds the web, so you can see that here ABC entered, and this the window is closed. Okay guys, so this is the part of Selenium waits. And similarly quit method also this does the same topics, same thing, driver dot quit, but there is a slight difference between driver dot close and driver dot quit method. Okay, so quit method does the same, but what is the difference between this close and quit method? That when you run a script, then close method uh, close the window only for current script that was run, but quit method closes all the open windows in the browser. So this is the basic difference between close and quit. So I hope that you guys can understand what one by one the things I am trying to explain. That in my previous session I have used one thing, that driver dot manage and what to manage window and what in window maximize. So these little things are very important to understand Selenium. So I have covered my agenda for today. I want to request you guys that this recording I will upload it on uh, YouTube, and this is the link. You need to go to this link, guys, and please subscribe this so that you can better refer it. And as I already have shown you that GitHub URL, this is the GitHub URL, and for you guys Selenium webinar, and in this Selenium webinar you can refer your code. So you just need to go and clone on download or something else. So this is your code, you can import it. Tomorrow I will show you how to download your code from GitHub and how to import. Better if you guys search it by your own and found your solution. If you have any problem, tomorrow I will show you. So this is the URL for your code that I am pushing to. One more thing, in these days, in this lockdown, I am learning the API automation. So I will organize in future when I will be sure, because I have never worked on API automation. But if you know Selenium, that it will be easy for you to understand when I will organize the free session in API automation, because my current project is related to API automation. So I will learn a lot on that project. So I request you guys to subscribe this channel whenever I try to make these sessions, so you can better refer it. So because every time mailing and on WhatsApp is not possible, but channel is subscribed, then you will better understand the things and information will be shown to you. So I will take questions now. So guys, if you have any problem in this code, so you can ask your questions. I will give you some time for that. Okay, Naveen. Okay. Okay, Naveen. So your question is something related to Pratik questions. Yeah, maybe some other person has asked what, how will you relate it? So, but I know one thing, that my position of that element is second. That this information we should have. We will use find elements method and run a loop. That loop will skip this first position and will come to this one. Okay, so I will come through these topics, don't worry about these things. So how will you solve, but this situation may only occur if we don't have any unique locator. Suppose we will have id, we will have another name locator. So why I will go with this looping method, looping process. But if we don't have any options, then we must go with that find elements, and I will run a loop and will skip first position and will simply move to second. So that's let me show you guys how will I do this. Okay, good question. But driver dot find elements, let me see it. Okay, driver dot find elements, and let me form control was the value. Guys, Naveen has asked a very good question. Actually, I have to extend my session for that. Right click, I will copy class name. So as of now guys, I am showing you that my position is second, so I will refer it to second position. But what if you don't know that your position is second? For that there may be hundreds of text boxes having same class. So how will you will you count? You will not count. So how will you refer that? So you will have a unique value somewhere else. So this here, this unique value is two input fields. Okay, so when you will see that under these two input fields, after these two input fields, the field is coming this. So you will locate this field under this. But as of now I am showing that how I will do if I know the index, so that when we will go runtime processes, and I will show you. But as of now, for just for understanding purpose, why by class name, and class name is a private dot find dot size. Okay, I will store my count, so count will be 3, and I will make sure that there are only 3 fields available, so that I am referring correct index. Maybe there may be some other field as well. So what will be the index of this field? Right, I was not coming to this topic because I know that you are very new to the Selenium, maybe some confusion also there, so that's why. But for the answering purpose, I give this answer. I will explain in my further lectures as well. Let me make sure that only 3 elements present with same form control. Okay, so there will be answer. Okay, 3. So 3 fields are present. So I want to enter in this second one. I want to enter my value in this second one. So what I will do, I will simply run a for loop for int I is equal to 0, I is less I is less than 3, I plus plus. What I will do, driver dot find elements by dot class name. Class name is form control dot send keys. Put, okay, this find element don't have. Okay, send keys method doesn't available in this. Okay, so this find key find element. I will use for each loop. This is the okay. So this will return. Let me refer my code. element and list. This will return list type. Select a list. Okay, I need to import some. But I have to make list web element, list kind of web element. Why this not important? Oh, okay, not util java.util package web element. Okay, now this worked. So I will make list kind of this and variable here. Okay, what I will do, what is this? Okay, so I this count, let me remove this count. Guys, there may some problem in my Eclipse right now. I will show you later on. I will send you code after fixing this problem, but the solution is that I need to
Bandhan, you can just delete the size method at the end. Size method is not required.
okay, it's not required, but I was using for loop for that. Okay, thank you. So what I driver dot find elements by dot class name and class name is form control. Okay, but I need to skip one process. So how I will do it, I need to have count find elements by that class name. Let me refer my code for better understanding. Actually, this is present under this flow. Okay, okay, okay. Actually, I was going correctly, but something had gone wrong. I need to go with this for loop only. For int count. I will comment this, guys. As of now, we don't need it. And now, what I will do, I will paste this code. I will explain it to you that in this type list element. Okay, product size. Okay, so list. Let me comment first this. for int, oh, int I is equal to 0, I is less than product dot list dot size, list dot size, and
You
after
can simply say count also.
I can use count, but there will have some problem, like when I will refer that in count value, when will value will be 2, then I need to put the value here. So how will I know that? I can only know with this index. Okay, so driver dot find element, and after that driver dot find element by find elements by dot class name is form control. Okay, no, let me comment it. Don't worry, I'll explain it. Dot get I method is product name. Okay, so guys, send keys method is not present in this one, but I will refer the my code and let you know tomorrow, or maybe I will send you the code in GitHub. So let me check it what the problem is actually coming here. So I will let you know, don't worry for that. But
So Vandal,
the,
what
the
you are trying to do here is
actually I was trying to do that only I will enter the value when I will come to the second index.
you mean second text box.
Yeah, second text box. So
So
I
can you please go to the code? Yeah. You can just comment 1 1. You can just remove the comment for last line. Yeah. Okay.
we
At the
don't
end,
have. Okay, okay guys, okay, so this have this index value. So I find it out actually. Now
the
it will
index is not required. Vandal, 1 second.
actually
Instead, find elements. Can you make it find element only simply?
actually what you are trying to say, let me explain, please
I,
explain
I,
for.
I'm trying to, print something in the index 2. I mean text box 2. Just make it find element simply.
No, that uh, I actually I want to enter for second index only. So if you will go, if you will go with find element, so you don't have this method in find element, and this get I is only used when this have actually I was trying to do it previously. I don't find this get I method. I don't know what the error actually came at that time.
No,
That this,
even get I also not required. Can just remove get I also. Simply.
why this not required, can you explain?
I will explain. Yeah, just remove
Okay,
dot send abc. Okay.
okay,
I mean before private dot element, just put the if I is equal to 1 simply. That's it.
okay.
Yeah.
So
If I is equal to 1.
yeah, you can do it, but sometimes when you have multiple, okay, I will do it, that will also work. That's
Yeah.
great.
If I is equal to 1, then do this
Yeah,
also.
actually I also was trying to at that time.
Directly code. Yes. Braces. Open the brace.
yeah, so this way the error exists in this code. So this will also who was this?
This is Ramakrishna.
That's great, Ramkrishna. Actually, previously I was trying to use get I method, but get I method was not. I was not able to find why. Don't know why this happened. Let me check if that worked. No, 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 that not work because if I is equal to 1, why that don't work? Because I think that get I method should be used. Let's see. I will explain, Ramkrishna, why this problem happened in your side. Uh, let's see. Okay, now this time it was correct. So let me explain. When you on that your code, this was the uh, input value was here, but when I use get I method, this value was here. So let me explain, guys, what happened actually. When this for loop was running, it came process and Ramakrishna told that I is equal to 1. Okay, when it will enter on the uh, text box which value have index value is 1. Okay, so it will enter on text box index, but this method doesn't know, but this find element, this will work separately. What I am trying to explain is that I is equal to 0, that's fine. This loop is something different. This loop is not related to this. If I will not pass get I method over here, so it will again refer from the top left of the value. So it will try to refer from here. So again it will find, that's fine, that i's value is here, that I is value 1. Okay, it will come true, it will, the index will be find, this will come true. Okay, so Ramakrishna was right, because Ramakrishna was just starting to the Selenium. Why this problem happened? Ramakrishna was I is equal to 1. Okay, I will come to this place, but when I will not use this get I method.
Okay, yeah, got
Okay,
it.
but I if let me, why this code, what again, what is happened, what happened?
It's find element in RDL. That's the
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, so why this code, this find element, in that case Ramkrishna said this I is equal to 1. Okay, this will work to index value 1, and this will come to and here, and it will enter. But Selenium doesn't know. Selenium doesn't relate to anything related to if else if. Selenium doesn't care about this. Selenium just do one thing, that okay, I is equal to 1, the condition gets true, I will come to and run this code. So I will come to this code and I will run this code, but I will do my as per my rules and regulations. So Selenium what will do, okay, this is fine, I is equal to 1, I will come to this code and I will run this code, but I will do as per my rules and regulations. And what I will do, I will scan from here and I will do that my task. So I will find it first, I will okay enter value here. So what I should do, I should tell Selenium about my index, and how I will tell Selenium about this index. I will simply use get I, so that Selenium should also relate that. Okay, what's here, just it. Yeah, that I, okay, I know that thing. Let me first type this code. actually that was uh, so now now if you don't use get I method is find elements, then what it will, it will simply come into this code here, and after that I is equal to 1, if condition gets true then this code will run. But this code, selenium code, does not know that what to do until you tell that you should relate to this index, and this index value will be I is equal to 1. It will come under this code and run this code. So here if you will put I get I method, then only it will relate to this second index. But if you this second attribute present in the selenium web page, but if you will not put I will simply go with the find element method and you simply do this task. I don't know why I have take a lot of time, because sometimes things happen like this. But what happened, okay, Ramakrishna's logic was correct, he went very good, but what happened, this condition will true and this will run this code. Simply that means selenium does not know about your condition. Selenium does only know that this condition in, if this condition is true, then I have to run this code. And what this code actually says, that you need to locate the web element presenting class name as form control, so it will only come into this page and find this again and again. It scans from the top left, doesn't matter what the index is until you tell the selenium that you need to relate with index as well. Okay guys,
Yes.
so am I clear for this topic?
Yes.
Okay, so this was my agenda for today. If anybody
I have one question. Can you please go to the code?
okay,
Can you please scroll up a little? Okay, suppose if you see the line number 23, we send some send keys, right?
okay,
So after completing that line, suppose if we want to read that value and display on the console, then how can we do that?
read that value and display it on console.
Yes.
So why you need to read this value? This value is you are passing, so you know this about this value.
I mean, suppose we are taking, I mean, we are taking toolkit from the users kind of as input. So if
Oh,
we want to know what input they are providing,
okay,
so in that,
so there is a method, get text method. You can use that method, and you can normally check your things. Like I will come on those topics on further lectures, but there is a method for as of now for you, that get text method is used to get the text present in the field or somewhere else in the web element that you are locating to. So get text method is used for that.
but I tried with get text, but it didn't work for me. That's the reason.
There may be some problem, so you can put your question on classroom and Sumit must be answering that question. So maybe some other time on some other lectures. So you if you guys have any questions, you can put on Google Classroom. I will try to answer over there. So my agenda for today, that's not so uh,
Okay. Okay.
okay. So thank you guys. My request is you to subscribe the channel so that we can uh, go with the topics. Thank you for the day guys.